Took my own photo shoot, put it on LinkedIn, put it everywhere that there's a new lawyer on the block, guys. Whatever you lay your hands upon, if you put your heart to it, you're going to get it. It doesn't matter. Don't let any hindrance, don't let people tell you what you can do and what you cannot do. You know your limit. You know what you can do. You know. So don't get discouraged. I got a lot of people looking up to me now. A lot of people, when I posted on LinkedIn, when I posted on WhatsApp group, I got a lot of people and I was so excited to help them out. Like, I'm so nervous. How did you do it? How did you do it? And they were surprised, they were inspired and surprised that I have 2 kids, I have a full-time job, I had a baby, and I still wrote the exams and I passed and I did all of them at once. If you're looking for a lawyer, yours truly. If you're looking to hire, yours truly. You're the best, people. I know you're going to watch it to the end. You're going to watch it to the end because this is me pouring out my heart early in the morning, wearing a baseball hat, in the house, wearing my husband's shirt, looking all goofy. Just watch it to the end. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. It's that proud black woman and I'm here again. Thank you for sticking with me. Can we just take a minute to celebrate that I've already surpassed 100 subscribers in less than 2 months? Whoop whoop. Thank you so much to all of you. I'm like over the moon. I'm so excited. Like, I just started this channel by the end of June and I already surpassed 100 subscribers. That's really fantastic. I never thought in a million years that people would be interested in what I have to say. So this is very exciting for me and I want to say thank you. So for those of you that are new to this channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button like right now. Look, I'm pointing. Hit the subscribe button right now and have fun with us, okay? Just join the family. Feel free, like leave your comments in the comment section, give me a huge thumbs up and all that good stuff, and then get yourself a cold drink, sit back, relax, and enjoy today's story time. Okay, so before we get into the video, I know, curious judge, let's just address the pink elephant in the room. Why am I wearing a baseball hat indoors? I woke up like 5 minutes ago and my hair is a hot mess. I don't even have the patience to go fixing it up, so let's leave that. Why am I not in my car? Because, as I said, I just woke up and I'm not going to work yet. Why am I not in my recording room, my office? The same reason, because I don't want you to see past this. You don't want to know what's underneath. I don't want you to see past this. So now that we got that out of the way, curious judges, so let's go to the video. So what is my topic about this morning? So I woke up thinking, you know, women do a lot. Today is my Women Appreciation Day, and I'm going to be using yours truly as a case study. So, as I said, women are wonderful. Like, we go through a lot, and we don't get thanked a lot for it. Like, we go through a lot, and people look at us like, what did she do? Yeah, she just cleaned the house. So, isn't that a woman's job? She just had babies. Yeah, so isn't it? God created women to have babies. Well, we go through a lot. Take that moment now to appreciate every woman in your life. Your girlfriend, your wife, your sister, your mother, any woman in your life, your boss, your colleague, your juniors, your employees. Appreciate them because we go through a lot. So, as I said, I'm going to be using yours truly as a case study. So, I came to Canada. Let's just forget about everything that happened before I came to Canada. I came to Canada in 2015. I was pregnant, right? I was pregnant with my first child and my husband was not here with me because I came earlier because, yeah, of course, I was like heavily pregnant and I couldn't wait for my husband. So I had to come quick. Otherwise, I wouldn't be allowed on the plane. So I came here. I was staying with my auntie and I had my baby. And it took about 2 months before my husband was... 2.5 months, I think, before my husband came to join me. So it was me with my first child, like trying to navigate life on my own with the assistance and help from my auntie. So it was difficult. Fast forward, after that, my husband came, he was in school. So it was not easy for me to work because I have a newborn and my husband also goes to school and also works, so it's like the entire day. So I had to take up this job with Avon, which was a regret. Like, this is my regret face. What the heck was I thinking? Somebody tell me. What the heck was I thinking? 2 years of my life wasted doing Avon. So let me just make you laugh. You know how Avon, you go knocking on people's doors and they say, oh, Avon calling, I have this product, I have that product, this is our new campaign and all that stuff. Yeah, that was basically me with my child in the buggy, a newborn. But I had to do that because I felt if I could do that, I'll be able to get subsidy to put my child at daycare, and then I'll be able to find a job. It didn't happen like that. I wasted first 1.5 years of my life running after Avon. They tell me, oh, you know what, Avon is really good. You're gonna be able to do whatever you want, and you can set your own schedule. Like, you can decide to go in the morning or at night. They lied. I had to work my butt off from morning till midnight with my child in the stroller, running helter skelter, going to like apartment buildings and knocking on the door. Like, I could recall all the bad things that have happened. There was a time that I knocked on somebody's door and the dog was going to eat my face off. Like, it was so bad. And there was another time that it was me and my manager and my group leader who would just go and stay in front of the high-rise buildings. We stayed there because we don't have the access to go in. We just stand in front of the door for sometimes for 2 hours, waiting for somebody to walk out of the building so we can go in, and then we start knocking on doors. Like you go to the second floor, I go to the first floor, and then we start knocking. And if we're lucky enough that anybody allows us to come in, we call the rest of them and be like, yeah, my manager is coming. So it was like that. So it became so annoying one time that the superintendent of that building came to walk us out. And we're like, no, we're going. He said, nope, I have to see you leave the building like right now. And he came, walked us out, and told us never to come back. So as if that wasn't bad enough, there was another day I went to another building and I put my pamphlet, I put it in front of the doors, but you know how you put your number at the back of it? I did put my number at the back of it. And the superintendent for that one called me and said he was calling the police because he had put no soliciting in front of the building, and I still came in. I said, I'm sorry. It was like, no, you ain't. You have to come back and pick it up. At this point, I was so scared I was going to pee in my pants. Anyway, so fast forward, I got this people from Ukraine. No, sorry, it wasn't Ukraine. It was from Hungary. And I went to that apartment building downtown, and I was so happy with the way they ordered stuff and all of that. And I signed them up. And they bought stuff, like a lot of stuff. And they didn't pay. Like, they didn't, because now I signed them up under me. And some of them they ordered from me. So I went to give them the stuff. And with Avon, they trust you. They give you $400 credit that you would pay after purchasing. Boy, none of them paid. The one that bought from me, none of them paid either. And it became a big thing that I called the police and stuff. They were like, have you seen 911 telling you never to call them again? Because I called them, I went there, they said they don't know me, they've never seen me before, and it was a big thing. They shut the door in my face, and I was freaking out. So I called 911, and 911 said, are they trying to hurt you? I said, no. Do they have weapons? I said, no. They said, go stay downstairs, somebody's gonna come. And I was there for 2 hours, nobody showed up. I called again. They're gonna come, they have more important things to do. And I called the third time, the lady yelled at me, don't call this number again, that's not an emergency. You give them their stuff, so it's fraud. If you want to complain, go to the court. I was like, whoa. Like, what? Anyway, after that, Avon sent me a letter telling me they don't believe they're having an investigation. They believe that I took out the stuff. Imagine that. And so I wrote them a long letter of, I don't know anything about it. I signed up people. It's not my fault that you're giving people $400 credit to buy whatever they want to buy without even knowing them, without having their information. Anyway, so that's how I left Avon, which was the best thing that happened to me because I was fed up. Anyway, so I got a job as a temp at a brewery as a packaging operator, like general labor. You know how when you go to a new country, you start as a general laborer. And I was like, I'm just going to do this work for like 6 months max. I'm going to get a job. Did I? No, did I? I didn't. Because I was stuck. I was always busy working, have kid, a lot of things, trying to get my license, my lawyer license here. It was a bunch of things. I would apply, nobody would call me back. And I kept wondering, what the heck is going on? Like, I have all this knowledge, I have all these skills. Why am I not getting called back? So I used to put my full name. So I decided to change it to Kim, just to try it out, because I've heard people say that if you put your name as Shaniqua or Shania, you have a less chance of getting a job than if you're Emily. So I said, you know what, I'm going to try. People already call me Kim already, so I'm just going to put Kim, and then if I get the job, I'm going to tell them, by the way, my name is not Kim, it's just a nickname. Could you just put the full name? You know, that kind of a thing. So I put my name, and I kid you not, within 2 weeks, I got 3 freaking calls. I was like, what? What? Like, what? This actually works. But guess what gave me out? My accent. My beautiful Nigerian accent gave me out. It did. Because when I pick up the phone and they say, hello, can I speak with Kim? And I said, yes, this is Kim speaking. You can feel the tension, like, oh, Kim? Anyway, so they'll be like, oh, yeah, we got your resume and stuff, and we'd like to talk to you further. And we're going to send you an email with instructions and all of that. Did they send the email? Nope. I never received any email. Up to date. Anyway, so later on, I started thinking, you know what, I'm going to self-love. I'm not going to change my name again. I'm going to put my name, and I'm going to let my experience speak for me. So I changed it back, but I put in bracket Kemi, because it was easier. It was actually a part of my name. Kim was like from nowhere. Like, where did Kim come from? I have no clue. So I put my full name, and then I put in bracket Kim, so that it's easy. So you don't come and say, can I speak to Olaf? Count Olaf? You know, because I've heard all kind of modification of my name, Olaf. So I said, so I'll put Kemi. Still didn't get a job. So anyway, after that, I focused on, you know what, I'm going to get my license. So fast forward, 2018, to the end of 2017, I got pregnant. I found out I was pregnant around December. And in 2018, throughout the pretty part of it, I was pregnant. And I was like, there's no point looking for a job now because I'm pregnant. Nobody's going to want to hire me. But I could upgrade myself. Rather than waste this period of time, I could upgrade myself. And that's exactly what I did. So what I did was I started my evaluation process for my licensing. Got my degree from Nigeria, got it from Ireland, because I did my master's. If you don't know, I did my master's degree in international human rights law in Dublin, Ireland. So I got my transcript from there. I got my transcript from Nigeria, from the university. I got my transcript from the law school in Nigeria. So 3 transcripts I sent for evaluation, and I got evaluated that my degree from all those countries are equivalent to the ones here. However, I still had to do 6 exams, which are like exams that I wouldn't have done back home, like Canadian constitutional law. Of course, I wouldn't have done it. Canadian administrative law, I wouldn't have done it. Canadian and whatever, all those Canadian stuff. So I was like, fine. So they gave me 6 years to do those 6 courses. So I started the process. I finished the evaluation. Now I know what I'm supposed to do. Fast forward again, July 31st, I took, that was my last day at work. August 27th, I gave birth. And immediately I gave birth, my mind was already like, what's out there? Like, I was like a hungry lion. What's out there? What can I get? So, and I was so determined that by the time I finished my mat leave, I want to already be a lawyer. I want to be working in a place where I will be appreciated. I want to be working in a place where cash money, that kind of situation. But it did happen. Did I work there? Nope. Was there cash money? Nope. But that's another story, okay? If you want to hear those stories, leave a comment down below. I have a lot of stories, guys. And I know I'm goofy. I know you don't have to say it. You can say it. Just put it in the comment. You're goofy. Anyways, before I forget, I tend to ramble a lot. Anyway, so what did I do? I gave birth and immediately I left the hospital. People, my eye was like very hungry. I was like, what can I do next? So I decided, you know what? I'm going to apply to start writing the exams, and I'm going to write all exams at once. Smart, right? Very smart. So I did it. I applied for all the exams. I was like, and the exams, I applied in October, and the exams were in January of 2019. And guess what? I just freaking gave birth. I have a newborn that's exclusively breastfed, wouldn't take the butt. What's up with that, children? Why don't you take butt? Why can't you let mommy have a little bit of breast? Why do you have to take just breast milk? Not even when I put it in the bottle. Why? Anyways, so my babies, they were exclusively breastfed. More than 6 months, they wouldn't take the bottle, they wouldn't take spoon, they wouldn't take cup, they would take nothing. So which means they're basically my handbag, my luggage. Wherever I go, I have to go with them. I can't say, to my husband, can you have them while I scoosh? No, not happening. I couldn't say, babysitter, can you come babysit while I, have a date night? Nope, I have to take them everywhere, inseparable. So I was like, how am I going to write these exams? Like, I started having anxiety. How am I going to write all 5 exams, which was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? And it was like, how many hours away? I live in Toronto. The exam was in Mississauga, just in front of the airport. That's a long way. So commuting to and fro already is 2.5 hours. No questions asked. The exam itself is 3.5 hours each. And I have to get there 2 hours before for registration, for all of that, and then when I'm done. So we're basically saying, in other words, 7 hours. Done. How am I going to leave this child with her father with no food? So anyway, shout out to my husband, shout out to my older sister. So my sister came in January. So what they did was they would come, they would take me in a car, we'd go down. I'm going ahead of myself, people. So I put the exam, I registered for the exams, and then I was like, you know what, let me look for like a tutor online, like somebody that has done this before that can tutor me, and I don't mind to pay. So I went on Facebook searching, and I found this guy. I went for his introductory class, which was free, and then I tried to talk to him like, this is my situation. And he looked at me like, are you crazy? You register for all 5 together at once in less than 3 months? What? And it was like, are you sure you want to do it? Maybe you should do 2 first, because that's what most people do. And that already pissed me off. Like, who are you to poop on my party? Like, I want to do it. I'm determined. That's why I'm coming to you. So you have to jump on that bandwagon with me. Don't come with your pessimism. Poop on my party. What's wrong with you? I know I can do it. I've done better before. I'm smart. So I was like, this is not the type of person I want. So, scoosh. So after that, I put in all my best. Like, I wouldn't sleep. I have my baby on my chest, sucking all day long. All day long. But I would be there from morning till, like from night till morning, studying all day long. And with my child on my chest, 2 months old. It was stressful. I lost all my pregnancy weight like that. I gained it back. Okay, I know, chubby cheeks. But I was like, people were like, damn, you look fine. And I'm like, yeah. But actually, it was stress. So at this point, I have kids, 2 now. I have 2 kids, a baby that's exclusively breastfed. I'm studying 24/7 to be able to pass those exams in 2 months. Fast forward now, back to January 2019. I was like, you know what? They gave us up to 24 hours to cancel each exam. I'll go for the first one. If I don't like the vibes, if it's too stressful, I'll cancel the rest of them. But there was another part in me that said, you can't do it. You can't do it. So I did. So, as I said before, shout out to my husband. Shout out to my sister. They're the best. So they would drive me with the baby while I'm breastfeeding. Like, I want to give her as much breast milk as possible. And I would have pumped some in a bottle just in case she takes it. Maybe if mommy is not around and she can smell me, she would take it. Did she? Did she now? Anyway, so I would go into the exam hall, write my exams while my mind is outside because my child is outside, thinking, is she hungry? Is she crying? I was having separation anxiety. I haven't left my baby in 2 months, my little baby. Anyway, after the exams, I would go out. She would be bawling, crying her eyes out. Like, both of them would be like, they don't know what to do. The baby has been crying probably for the last 6 hours that I left. It was terrible, people. Anyway, we went through it. It was fine. 5 days, done. Boom. Now waiting for the exam result. 12 weeks. I don't know. Why does it have to take 12 weeks? Why can't you just get a lot of people to mark? It was anxiety for 12 weeks. Anyway, the result came out. Boom. I passed. I did it. So now I have one more. Remember I said I had 6? I have one more to do, which wasn't, they don't do that one in January. They will do it in May. So I started studying for the May exams, May exam. So May came. I did it again. But this time I was more relaxed. My baby was already fine. She was like 9 months. She was already walking. She was killing it. So I went, I was more relaxed. And it was just one exam, so I did it. Anyway, I did it again. Come August, the result came out. Boom! Trust me, I passed again. I did it again. Anyway, so that was done. That was the federal one, which was like called NCA. Passed. Boom. So now I had to face the provincial one. So, mind you, in July, I already went back to work. Again, 1 year done. I achieved my aim. I said I was going to do all my licensing, all my exams, and I did it. Passed, done, dusted, boom, boom. Anyway, so immediately the result came out. Waiting for my certificate of qualification. I got it. Based on whatever province you are in, you could be doing more exams, or you could just be nice and dusted, done. Anyway, in my province, I'm in Ontario, they still had to do exams. The barrister exam and the solicitor exams, and you have to do articling, which is like an internship for 10 months with a law firm. So I was like, that's another year and a half to go. But I want to do it. I want to do it right away. So what did I do? I started the process. At this point, I think you should have, if you want to write the exams, you should have registered a year before. So I checked on their website, on the Ontario one, and it was already, I checked in November, and that already, the deadline was already December 2nd. But there was an option that you could pay for late payment. I was like, I'll pay for late payment. I want to start right now. So just the way I made that decision with the first one, registered, boom, boom, boom. Registered for March. So in November, I registered for March exam, and the book came. It was this big. My heart started with boom, 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 boom. Now I'm at work full time. I have 2 children. I have to study 2 exams. And people called me. I joined a WhatsApp support group for aspiring lawyers, those of us writing the exam. And I said I was going to write solicitor and bar exam, both of them in March, 2 weeks apart. And each exam, hear this, is 7 hours long, each one of them. Somebody called me. People are so bold. Took my number from the group, called me and said, you're going to be writing both exams? Don't do it. Don't do it. Use me as an example. I wrote both exams last month. And in the last session, I failed both of them. I shouldn't have done that. It was I think it was some Indian guy. And to him, I don't blame him. He thinks he's doing good. He thinks, oh, he failed somebody else. But you don't know my mental capacity. You don't know how smart I am. So don't come giving me your pessimism. Okay? Don't do that. I want to do it. I'm going to do it. Don't give me your pessimism. Anyway, I appreciated him. I said, thank you. I didn't tell him, pardon my friend, I didn't tell him nothing. So I said, oh, thank you for, I would consider it. And he was like, okay, if you need any assistance, let me know. Yes. Anyway, so I found that ridiculous. Anyway, so I said, I'm going to do it. Because when people say you can't do it, I'm like, oh, yeah? You think so? Well, I'm going to prove you wrong. So that became to burn in me, like, I have to do this. You think I can do it? I have to do this. So I did. Come March, fast forward. Now I take my book, my big, gigantic book, that when people see it at my workplace, they just faint. Like, that was the situation. Anyway, I lied. But they were like, what's that? I'm like, yeah, it's not biggie. I'm just studying for the bar exams while at work. Because the only time I have was the 30 minutes lunch break at work. So when I have that break, rather than me stuffing my gut, I would study with my book in the office. So let's fast forward again to March, the exam day. 7 hours of exam. But then, apart from the exam, we have to register. So it was there, like the entire day. We have to get there at 7. We wouldn't leave till, because the exam was till 6 p.m. And then all the sign-up procedure, the entire day. And this time was in Etobicoke, a whole gazillion hours away. So my husband dropped me off in the morning before going to work, dropped the kids up at the daycare. I was there alone. Silly me only brought a bagel. I never knew that your brain needs food when you're doing exam. Oh boy, was I hungry. I was hungry to the extent that my body was vibrating because my brain was working so hard in the exam. But I finished the exam. 2 weeks after, I started studying again. Boom, boom, boom. Guess what happened? Quarantine happened. A day before the exam, 2 days before, 3 days before, they kept sending us message, don't worry, you're going to do the exam, like from the Law Society. We're going to do it. We're still going ahead. And the day before, boom, cancelled. Sorry, no information. When are you going to do it? When are we going to postpone? Psst, no information. I was like, oh, damn. I thought I was going to be getting my life back. So the next 2 months, I forgot everything about book. I said, nah, I'm not reading anymore. My head needs some fresh air after all of that reading. Anyway, I know I'm so dramatic. That's my energy in the morning, guys. I'm so sorry. Anyway, so by the end of May, they emailed us. We're going to be going online because we all signed petition about we have to do it online. We have to do it. We can't not do it. We've studied so hard. We don't know when quarantine is gonna finish. Don't know when quarantine is gonna finish. Anyway, so they actually succumbed, and June. Now I've forgotten every single thing I read for the solicitor. I had to start brushing. What can I get? What? Anyway, I got all of that in, and in June I was sitting on this dining table, like feeling myself on the day of the exam, I wrote the exams, and then now we have to wait another 8 weeks. Oh, the same thing. By the way, before they sent us a message in May that we're going to be doing the exams in June, I already passed. Result came out for the barrister. Boom! I was at work. I almost broke the leg of my manager because I just slid on my chair. And then I hit him. I was like, oh, sorry. I passed my bar exam. Don't ever let anybody tell you can't do it, because you can. If you set your mind to it, it doesn't matter. You have a full-time job, you have kids, you have this, you have that, blah, 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 blah. You can do it. So, after that, another 2 months, I was waiting my exam. I wrote my exam June 19th and 21st, right? And then, I think that day I started my YouTube, because I was like, you know what? I can't wait forever to get that law job or to get a job in human rights before I can share my experience, you know? So that's what I did. I started my YouTube. I was like, I'm going to start. If somebody watches, if they don't, I just put my idea out there. A lot of people can learn from me. A lot of people. Who knows? People search things. Like I search things all the time. Like Google is my life. YouTube is if I'm at work and something is getting messed up, I don't know what to do, Google how to, this is my Tombolina, how to, and I find something, so I could put mine there. Someday, somewhere, somehow, somebody's gonna want to know what I know, and then put like how to, and then boom, that proud black woman comes up, and then maybe I could be helping somebody. That's how I started this channel, fair and square. So 2 months after that, boom, results came out. I passed. Boom! 100 subscribers. 100 subscribers. I couldn't believe it. All at once. And when the quarantine looked like it was not going to go nowhere, remember at the beginning I told you we had to do like a 10-month internship, which is called articling. I was like, I can't put my life on hold, because usually in August they start to recruit the law firms, but now everybody's at home. I can't waste my time. So what did I do? I have experience from back home as a lawyer. Boom! Checked online. You could get an exemption if you have worked for more than a year. All you have to do is get like a certificate of good standing from your home jurisdiction, get a reference letter from where you worked before, you write an application letter and all that good stuff. And I did. Got all of that. I never got into trouble being a lawyer back home, so I got my good standing. Went to my employer, got my reference letter, got all those good stuff, my transcript, everything, sent it to them. Boom! 1 week after, I got my exemption. Yeah! It was like good stuff after good stuff after good stuff. Like quarantine has been so mean, so annoying to everybody. So this was my silver lining. Everything was just falling in place. Anyway, despite all the stress with the kids, with work, because even now I have to stay with my kids in the morning till 4:30. Then once my husband comes back from work, it's like changing of the guards. If you're in Europe, you know what I mean. Changing of the guards. I'm already waiting at the door. He comes in, I take the key, I'm going out the door to work, and I'm done at work 10:30. I come back home, kids are sleeping, peace. Then I can do my video, my YouTube video, and I do that all night long. And then in the morning, when I'm just sleeping around 6 a.m., the kids are awake. Mommy, get up! Oh my God! Then Wednesday, Thursday, when my husband, Thursday, Friday, when my husband is not at work, then I have to make up all those hours that I lost, because I'm only doing five and a half hours Monday to Wednesday. So Thursday, Friday, I work 6 to 6, sometimes 6 to 7, depending on how many hours I missed. It was stressful. Saturday is the only time we have together as a family. The way Sunday, my husband's gone to work again. Saturday, I have to do grocery, I have to do laundry, I have to clean the house. He has to do this, he has to clean the car, it's stressful, people. So appreciate the women in your life. Appreciate us. We go through a lot. You just appreciate everybody. So as I use myself as a case study, the sweet part is still yet to come. So anyway, I passed. And the same week, I got my 100 subscribers in less than 2 months, which was fantastic. But then, a week after, I was supposed to get called to the bar, August 28th. It was surreal. It was like it was something from the script of a movie. It's like, oh my God, look at that girl. I knew I was working towards becoming a lawyer, but I was just all focused on getting my exams done, passing, doing that. I never thought about what next after actually getting the bar. So August 28th came, call to the bar, boom. Because of quarantine, we couldn't do in person, which would have been fantastic, seeing me with my wig and gown and all that. So we don't use wig here, but in Europe and in Nigeria we use wig. Here we just use the robe. Anyway, seeing me in my gown and having family and all made up and all that good stuff. Anyway, we didn't have any of that. But we didn't do the virtual one either. They just sent you a confirmation email that, yeah, you've just been called to the bar. I appreciate it, because now I'm a full-fledged lawyer. Twice. I got one in 2012 when I was in Nigeria and I got called to bar. And second, I got called to the bar in Canada. I'm a lawyer. I can practice in 2 countries. How fantastic is that? Fantastic. Anyway, so after that, I got called to the bar and I decided to treat myself. I went to the best expensive restaurant, me and my husband. I'm going to put the video, just a little bit, sneak peek of it, because I'm still going to have the video later if I decide to edit it. Nice. And then yesterday I woke up, I was like, you know what? I'm just going to throw myself a photo shoot by myself in the house. So I went, took out my clothes. I had to improvise with the white shirt, put on my husband's white shirt. I didn't have the barrister's shirt. Put up his white shirt. I was by myself. I went into the room with my remote control connected to my phone. I just started taking pictures like. Anyway, I took my own photo shoot, put it on LinkedIn, put it everywhere. There's a new lawyer on the block, guys. Anyway, that's my story. So whatever you lay your hands upon, if you put your heart to it, you're going to get it. It doesn't matter. Don't let any hindrance, don't let people tell you what you can do and what you cannot do. You know your limit. You know what you can do. You know. So don't get discouraged. I got a lot of people looking up to me now. A lot of people, when I posted on LinkedIn, when I posted on WhatsApp group, I got a lot of people and I was so excited to help them out. Like, I'm so nervous. How did you do it? How did you do it? And they were surprised, they were inspired and surprised that I have 2 kids, I have a full-time job, I had a baby, and I still wrote the exams and I passed and I did all of them at once. People would separate them within 2 years, 3 years. They do 2 this year, 2 that. I don't have that time. I want to start making the big bucks like right now. I've gone to school all my life. All that money, I need to make it back. Thank God for my parents that I don't have any loan. They paid for all my school fees. Shout out to you, Daddy. Shout out to you, Mommy. I love you. So I didn't have to pay for anything. Imagine the loan I would have had. Studying all of that would be loans upon loans, and I'm still not getting the dough. So if you're looking for a lawyer, yours truly. If you're looking to hire, yours truly. So that's my story. I know I dragged you for too long, but you're the best people. I know you're going to watch it to the end. You're going to watch it to the end because This is me pouring out my heart early in the morning, wearing a baseball hat in the house, wearing my husband's shirt, looking all goofy. Just watch it to the end. And remember, subscribe. Join. If you haven't subscribed, you're watching this video, I can see you. Okay, subscribe. Let's get this channel to 500. That's the next stage. Okay, that's the next achievement, 500 subscribers. So share this video, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Okay, I love you. Once again, it's That Proud Black Woman. I now have a Twitter account. I also leave my Twitter handle there. I have Twitter. I have my Instagram at That Proud Black Woman. I have my Facebook at That Proud Black Woman, and now I have Twitter. So please follow me, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah.